Welcome to MovieRentz, the special edition. And we're not going to talk about movies today, no. We're going to talk about something else. Wrestle Mania 28 in Miami, Florida today. Um, I'm going to do the booking, what I think it would be best for the future of WWE. I'm not going to do predictions because I have other predictions, but what would be best for the WWE. Okay, I have on the other screens, on the screen, the matches time. So I'll be not looking all the time in the camera, if that's okay. Okay, because I'm not the youngest anymore, so I need that other computer. The opening match, what will be streamed live for free, what you can see on WWE and on Facebook, I believe. Primo and Epico, the tag team champions, versus Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd versus the Usos. Um, if you ask me, I like the tag team Primo and Epico a lot. So let's keep it that way. You know, keep those as tag team champions. Um, Although with a triple threat, you never know what will happen because the tag team champions don't have to be pinned. But I think for the moment it's best for Primo and Epico to stay at the spot as they are. Um, if anybody should, if there should be a title change, I think it's best the Usos get it. Um, because Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd will just put together. They're not a real tag team. Okay, the next match, Kelly and Maria Menounos versus Beth Phoenix and Eve. I can't remember a match that a celebrity didn't win. Um, um, but what I've heard, she is injured, so is she going to wrestle at all? That's not certain. But at this point, I will give the victory to Kelly and Maria Menounos, even though the better wrestlers are Beth Phoenix and Eve. So I would say, wrestling wise, I should say Beth Phoenix and Eve. But as you know, always in WrestleMania, the celebrities win. So um, Randy Orton versus Kane. What I've heard, there's going to be more matches of those two and the coming pay-per-view. So at this point, and where Kane is, Kane didn't won any big matches yet. I would say give it to Kane and let them feud more. Or even no, I'll say let Randy Orton win because the Kane is the heel. The heel is always chasing the baby face. So Randy Orton, I think it's going to be like this. Randy Orton will win and addresses next week on SmackDown, and then he and Kane comes out and take revenge for his loss. That I think will happen. Then Team Teddy versus Team Johnny. The winner will be general manager for both shows, SmackDown and Raw. Team Teddy is Santino Marella, Kofi Kingston, Great Khali, Zack Ryder, R-Truth, and Booker T. And Team Johnny is David Otunga, Jack Swagger, Drew McIntyre, Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, and The Miz. The case is Teddy Long is not the youngest anymore, and I think he slowly wants out of the business. maybe do something else. I don't know. So I'll see Team Johnny win. I'm not certain at this point if this is an elimination match or just a tag team match. And I think the Miz will be the guy who gets the win due to he's been so much on a losing streak. Then he suddenly, he wants to get over and he wants to show himself on the biggest stage that he still can wrestle and get also mixed up in a title match. But I come later back on between CM Punk and Chris Jericho, but I'll come back to that. I'll explain that later. Then the Intercontinental Championship between Cody Rhodes and the Big Show. Cody Rhodes is a great champion. I must admit that. He is doing it very good. He's a very good Intercontinental Championship champion, and he also gave shine to the title when he has embarrassed the Big Show a lot that he can't wrestle on the WrestleMania, etc., etc., etc. And then I think it's like this: the Big Show will show he can wrestle, he will dominate the match, but I think that Cody Rhodes will get away with a cheap win, maybe even through a countout or a disqualification. That is due to, I think, Cody Rhodes. I think I'm so impressed as Cody Rhodes as a champion. I think he should also get the record for the longest Intercontinental champion. The Honky Tonk Man has been so long now, so that record, I think that should be broken. And he's well on his way, to be honest. Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. I think that's going to happen a lot around this matchup. I think first Sheamus will win. He's been pushed so much. But not only that, he's going to win due to Daniel Bryan's girlfriend, AJ, will get involved in it, cause him the match. And because that is due to, I think, AJ will step up to her, step up for herself and don't want to be talked down anymore by Daniel Bryan and make sure he will lose us and set off with Sheamus. That would be a perfect thing to happen. If it will happen, I don't know, I doubt it, but it could be very funny. Then CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. I think CM Punk will retain and will claim he is the best in the world. Chris Jericho has been creating CM Punk a monster by releasing comments that his dad is an alcoholic and his sister is a drug abuse and he is a bastard due to his mom gave birth before they were married. Holy crap! From what age, from what time is Chris Jericho? Everybody's pregnant these days without being married, so whatever. Okay, I think CM Punk will win, and what will happen next night on Raw? He will claim that he's the best in the world. Blah 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 blah. Chris Jericho comes out. He says he's probably making an excuse up, and then the Miz will come out and claiming because he made Team Teddy the victor and he is the hero of SmackDown and Raw, and that's why he should get a championship, and even that's why he's awesome. That's why he is the best in the world. And they're thrown in a mix, and I think it will be a triple threat match or so. Can happen at Extreme Rules. That could be a very interesting match. But that's in the future. Then the match I look forward mostly to. I'm a big Undertaker mark, as you might know. Um, the Undertaker, by the way, debuted it on my 15th birthday on the 22nd of November. And I think that's what makes me special with the Undertaker. I always was impressed by that guy, and um, I think the streak is something that belongs to the Undertaker and should not taken away. So I think go 20-0 if it will go clean. And why not? Because it's a no disqualification match in Hell in a Cell. Everything is allowed. And why do you put a special referee in? Only to cause mayhem. And I think I read that what will happen, Triple H will call out HBK the next night after WrestleMania out. So I think what happens, HBK screws over Triple H. What then will happen next WrestleMania? I know he's retired, but HBK versus Triple H because Triple H got screwed over by HBK. And I think that will happen. And I don't think HBK will start wrestling again. No, just for one match, for WrestleMania 29. And then the main event, John Cena versus The Rock. It's been rumors that The Rock will do a rematch against John Cena. What probably will take place at SummerSlam. I hope not WrestleMania 29. Just SummerSlam, that would be good because it's in Hollywood. And Hollywood, well, that's his hometown at the moment, of course, due to the movies of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I think that The Rock will win. Personally, I would say that John Cena win because he deserves it more, because he's been there day in, day out. He is still a wrestler, he is still active. The Rock just comes in for a big pay cut. And and I think that's not fair. I think it's most fair John Cena win, but I think The Rock will win. And John Cena will turn heel due to that because he's so pissed off at that. He will turn heel and face The Rock at SummerSlam and will win at SummerSlam. That's my predictions. That's how I will book it. Well, we're going to see what will happen. Tomorrow I'll do a show on paranormal activity. I'm going to talk about part 1, 2, 3. And the new one is coming up, number 4. It's not been made. I'm just going to give my opinion about it and if they should even make this movie. Well, this was the special edition of MovieRentz. Remember to subscribe on the subscribe button here on top. And we'll see you tomorrow with another episode of MovieRentz. Hiya!